Okay, so start. Let's start our first session. Welcome to the Schooler. You are starting your CAT journey from here. So we'll be on this journey for another 1 year until you crack CAT 2025, attend interviews, give group discussions, and also secure admission. So by June 2026 or May 2026, you should be having admission offers from quite a few colleges. So that is going to be the end of our journey, and then you will be starting another journey that is your MBA, right? How excited are you guys to start your MBA journey? You're excited, not excited? Okay, that's great. Uh, Others, can you guys switch on camera if possible? If you can't switch on camera, just drop a text over here in the chat so that I can know that I you guys will not be switching on camera today. Just type yes or no. No means you're not switching on camera, and it's fine if you can't switch on camera. It's fine for today, being induction session. Okay, I've got one no. What about others? Yes, Nanda Krishna is here. Hi, Nanda Krishna. How are you? Great. Okay. So let's start. I think one more person has to join, but let's not wait. Let's start the session. You guys have come here on time, so I should respect your time. Can you guys see my screen now? You're able to see, right? Okay. So I hope screen is visible. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm visible. All set. All three done. Okay, so welcome to the Schooler. This is the Sunday batch induction for CAT 2025. So, as I said, we are going to be on this journey for another close to 1 year from cracking CAT to giving your GDPAs, that is group discussion and personal interviews, and later on getting admission offers from colleges. So, before we start, I'll just introduce myself. So my name is MG Dishan. If you guys are following the B Schooler channel on Instagram, you would have seen me quite a few times. Probably I must be popping up in your Instagram algorithms at least once in a day or twice in a day, and you must already be tired looking at my face. But if you are tired at this point, it is going to be a problem because you are going to be with me for another 1 year. You're going to see this face for another 1 year, right? So, talking about myself, uh, I hail from this place called Kolar in Karnataka. But during my fifth grade of school, we moved to കൊച്ചി കേരള. അപ്പം അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ ഒരു 15 years ആയിട്ട് ഇവിടെ കേരള സെറ്റിൽഡ് ആണ്. സോ ആ വഴി ഐ നോ മലയാളം, ഐ ക്യാൻ ടോക്ക് മലയാളം, ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് 100% correct. So bear with me and excuse me if I make any mistakes. But I can fully understand, I can communicate, but only probably some pronunciation or I might talk something wrong. Just excuse me in that point, right? So I did most of my schooling in Kendriya Vidyalaya Kadavantra, that is in Kochi. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ 12th ഒക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് I joined BTech in Rajgiri, which is also in Kochi. So I did my BTech in mechanical engineering and I was a 2018 graduate. But 2018, as soon as I graduated, no, I had this placement offer as well. That was from this company called IBS Software, and it was in Infopark Kochi. So I started off going there as a software developer, obviously like mechanical engineer. Again, going into IT, that is the most absurd thing that you can see. That's the most absurd thing you can hear, and that is the most thing about mechanical engineers that is made fun of, because we join saying Royal Mechanical, that thing, this thing and stuff. But then once the course comes to end, we don't get placed in any mechanical companies. We end up joining IT company as a software developer. So I started my journey as a software developer in 2018 in IBS. But along with that, since I was saying that I did mechanical, went to software, and as you know, software development entry roles are highly underpaid. It is highly underpaid to the sense where I was earning 20,000 per month, and that is something I felt after doing after having studied for like 21 years in life, like to till 12th standard and then completing BTech. I felt that wasn't fair. So then I started exploring other options. What is the, because frankly, money or the amount that you earn helps you in a lot of ways in life, right? And people say money is not everything. I agree, money is not everything, but it is also a major factor in life. And that is why I started exploring other options so that I can earn better. That is when I heard this thing called, I heard this exam called CAT. And that was in final year, right when I was just graduating out of college. I just saw a few of my classmates discussing about CAT, saying that we should join there. I have to start preparing and stuff. That's when I heard, okay, what is this CAT? Then I got to know, okay, there is something called MBA. And MBA, when you do from a good college, say top 20, top 30, top 40 colleges in India, the average placement I thought is, I heard is it's about 20 lakh per annum. I was earning 20,000 per month, which was around 3 lakh per annum. So I was thinking, okay, this is a good deal. Like, if I put some effort and also do MBA, one, it is going to help me in getting a higher qualification. So now, rather than BTech mechanical engineer, people will know me as MBA. And this MBA is going to help me is going to help me get better jobs, and these better jobs will help me get higher placements, higher packages. That was the motive. Then I started researching about these things, about the colleges in India, about the whole process and stuff. That is how I got into CAT. So I wrote CAT 2018 without much knowledge, without much preparation, because it was just 2-3 months before that I got to know about CAT. Then I thought, okay, I'll just give it a try, and with some very basic preparation, I gave it a try, and I scored 84 percentile. So 84 percentile is not bad, but it is not good as well, right? അത്രയും നല്ല സ്കോർ ഒന്നുമല്ല, എസ്പെഷ്യലി ഫോർ എ general engineering male. I'll tell you why. For a general engineering male, 84 percentile will not get any top 30, top 40 colleges. So I asked myself, so there was just a very short journey, right? Just a short journey of 2 months into preparation. So I asked myself, can I do better? Can I prepare better? So now I had got an idea about the exam. So I thought, okay, now I know about the exam. Now I know the syllabus. I know all of it. Now this year, I can start preparing much earlier and also much deeper into preparation. So I gave my good effort along with my job. I gave a good effort. I put a good effort for CAT 2019, and that was good. I prepared across the sections with across all the topics, and I was quite comfortable, and ended up scoring 96 percentile in CAT 2019, 96.5. So now, it had been almost close to 1 year journey, and I had put good effort, and I scored 96%. It is a very good. It's a very good percentile. I got few colleges like IMT Ghaziabad and few colleges, but somewhere deep inside, I was feeling, you know what, this is not the best that I could do. I can do better than this. That is something we always, as humans, we should always ask ourselves about what we are doing. Is this am I giving my best? And we all do this, right? Similarly, I just asked myself, nothing great. I just asked myself, and I thought, okay, preparation was good. പ്രിപ്പറേഷൻ ഒക്കെ നല്ലതായിരുന്നു, ബട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ എക്സാം പെർഫോമൻസ് കുറച്ചൊന്ന് കുറവായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അത് കുറവായതുകൊണ്ട് ഐ തോട്ട്, what, I think I prepared well with the topics, but I didn't know how to give the exam properly. So I had to prepare better on strategy, better on how to give the exam, time management and stuff, and I saw there is a scope for improvement there. അതുകൊണ്ട് കാറ്റ് 2020 പിന്നെ റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. സോ ഐ, one more year, now that I had covered all the syllabus, I didn't have to learn a lot, but I focused more on giving mocks, giving strategizing my attempt and all of it. That is when CAT 2020 I was able to score 99 percentile. But in 99 percentile കിട്ടിയപ്പോൾ I got lot of good offers from the top. Even though I didn't get top IAMs, top IAM ABC you don't get. I'll explain how I'll explain what is needed for ABC and stuff. And I went on to do MBA from IIT Delhi, and that was a 2 year MBA program. So during MBA, it was great. It was great in the sense you get a lot of exposure. നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ കിട്ടുന്ന പോലത്തെ exposure അല്ല the kind of exposure that you get in national institutes. So അവിടെ you have people from across the country and Korea business competitions, lot of competitions, all of it. Participate in that. You learn a lot about business, about giving presentation, lot of soft skills plus lot of other technical skills you learn there. And that was great. And the thing is, after my journey to CAT 2020, I always had this feeling that I can also, before joining IIT Delhi, I was also a tutor at IMS Kerala, IMS Kochi. So ഞാൻ ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റി ആപ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ് ആൻഡ് DALR പഠിപ്പിക്കുമായിരുന്നു ഫോർ ക്വൈറ്റ് സം ടൈം. അത്യാവശ്യം ഒരു 400 to 500 സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനെ മെൻറ്റർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് വെച്ച് ഐ ഗോട്ട് ദിസ്. I always liked this teaching. So I thought sometime I should start my own CAT coaching. ആൻഡ് ഐ ഓൾസോ ഫെൽറ്റ് നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ ഇപ്പോൾ കേരളത്തിൽ കിട്ടുന്ന കാറ്റ് കോച്ചിങ്ങിനുള്ള ക്വാളിറ്റി അത്രയും പോരാന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത്. ഐ തോട്ട് ദർ ഇസ് എ സ്കോപ്പ് ഫോർ ഇംപ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് ഇൻ ദിസ് ആൻഡ് ഐ ക്യാൻ ഡു ബെറ്റർ. ആൻഡ് അതാണ് എനിക്കൊരു 2 years ആയിട്ട് ഐ ഹാഡ് ദിസ് dream in my mind that I should start a cat coaching, and today is the first day that I'm starting. Thanks to you guys. Uh, Firstly, you guys are my as a individual own business that I have started. You guys are my first students, and this is the first batch, and I am so thankful for you guys for putting that trust on me. And I'm going to give my best for this. Right, you guys will always be special for me in my life. This whole batch is going to be special. So, I'm going to dedicate my whole 1 year into preparing you guys. So it is going to be more like me myself preparing for CAT all the way again, right? All over, I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to take you guys through that journey, make you guys reach that point. MBA when I came back, I wanted to self-validate. Am I good enough for this? So that is why I wrote CAT 2023. And CAT 2023, I wrote with minimum preparation, hardly 4 days of preparation, because the kind of preparation that I had till then wasn't learning formulas, it wasn't by hearting stuff. It was about understanding concept, it was about understanding things and applying common sense. So once it is unlocked, right, then you don't need any preparation. Every time you write CAT, you have that, you can go to that point. And CAT 2023, I ended up scoring 99.73. That is when I got this validation that okay, I'm good enough, now I can start teaching. So this was my journey. As I said, you guys are my first students as a individual, as my own coaching classes. So you guys will be really special. I'm going to give my 100% to this. So far, is it clear? Was it too much of drag for you guys, or are you guys following me on this? Okay. So the reason why I told my whole journey starting from 2018 or even before that is all throughout my life, right? For school വെച്ച് നോക്കിയാലും college നോക്കിയാലും I have been a very average student. I am not a very great student. I don't belong to നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു friend ഉണ്ടാവില്ല who is like really intelligent, high IQ guy. So I don't belong to any of those. I am a very normal guy, very average guy. And the thing is, I have understood that I am average. That is the thing. So now that I have understood I'm average, I am ready to put. I was always throughout my life, through my CAT journey or through anything in life, I'm ready to put that extra effort so that I can match up to those guys. അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് നമുക്ക് if you so that is the thing. So first thing about starting your CAT journey is understanding yourself. അപ്പോൾ അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡിങ് യുവർ സെൽഫ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ വീക്ക്നെസ്, നമ്മുടെ സ്ട്രെങ്സ്, നമ്മുടെ ലിമിറ്റേഷൻസ്, you should be honest to yourself, and you should answer this. You don't have to answer this to anyone. You don't have to tell me you're this thing. You just have to answer it to yourself. So today, the first thing that you're going to do once this session ends is you're going to sit for at least 15 minutes or 15 minutes or room വെറുതെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇരുന്ന് just ഒന്ന് ആലോചിക്കും. That is, how have I been? Have I been a very high IQ? It is up to you. I mean, you can be a high IQ person. You can accept that you're genius, or you can accept that you're average, or you can accept that you're below average. And based on that, you should be ready to put that effort, because At the end life എല്ലാവർക്കും same ആ. It's a level ground for everyone. You just have to put a bit more effort to reach that level. That's it. അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. ആ ഒരു ഡിഫറൻസേ ഉള്ളൂ. There is, you can think that the geniuses are very happy. They are not happy. They are not happy in life. So being average is totally fine. You just have to put that effort. You just have to understand that, and accordingly you have to put effort. That is the main thing, right? അപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ ഈ ഒരു journey which I just wanted to explain, I just wanted to tell you guys that absolutely average person like me, if I could go all the way from 84 percentile to 99 percentile twice, I would say anybody can do it. And that is only when you understand the game. ഇതിൽ ഈ കാറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു വലിയ റോക്കറ്റ് സയൻസ് ഒന്നുമല്ല. ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ദർ ഇസ് നോ ബിഗ് തിയറീസ് ഇൻ ദിസ്, റൈറ്റ്? ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് വെരി കോമൺ സെൻസ്. ഐ വിൽ ടേക്ക് യു ഗൈസ് ത്രൂ ഇറ്റ് ത്രൂ ഔട്ട് ആർ കോച്ചിങ് ഓൾസോ. ഐ വിൽ ലെറ്റ് യു ഗൈസ് അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ജസ്റ്റ് അപ്ലൈങ് കോമൺ സെൻസ്. ഈ കാറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു എക്സാം is supposed to be an exam that is to be given without any preparation. I mean, what they're trying to test is they're trying to test you as a person, the way you have evolved throughout your whole life, how better you have understood stuff that you have learned in your ninth, 10th, 8th standard, maths, all of it, and how you are able to apply. That is all they are trying to test. But unfortunately we live in India, right? India ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത്രയും പോപ്പുലേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. ഇത്രയും പോപ്പുലേഷൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത്രയും കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. ഇത്രയും കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് people want to go above that. അതുകൊണ്ട് people, there are people who are going, who are preparing for 1 2 years. Now if you are competing with them, and if you directly go and write exam with the notion that it is supposed to be testing yourself, not your preparation, and you don't have to prepare, you just have to go there and show your understanding, the people who are preparing for 1 or 2 years will surpass you. അല്ലേ? അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് യു ഓൾസോ ഹാവ് ടു പ്രിപ്പയർ നൗ. ദർ ഇസ്, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ദി ഫാക്ട് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യ, റൈറ്റ്? എല്ലാ കോമ്പറ്റേറ്റീവ് എക്സാംസിനും ഈ ഒരു ഫാക്ട് ആണ് ഇത്. ദർ ഇസ് ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ എവറിയർ. So, but even if you feel you're an average student, I'm telling you, you can absolutely, you can nail it. And we are going to do that throughout this journey. സോ ഫസ്റ്റ് തിങ് ഇസ്, നിങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു കോച്ചിങ് നമ്മുടെ ക്ലാസ്സസ് ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ് ദറ്റ് യു ആർ ലുക്കിംഗ് ടു ഡു MBA, അല്ലേ? MBA, but you might probably in that, see, you're all probably just starting off your career, or you're all just in the starting point of your career, maybe 1 or 2 years into career, or max 3 years into career. And you must have had a fair bit of idea about where you want to reach now. അതൊരു ഒരു ബേസിക് ഐഡിയ എങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടാവും about where. For instance, for me in 2018, the basic idea was I have to reach somewhere, I have to go to a job which pays me better. That was one idea, and CAT was a route to it. CAT MBA was a route to it. So MBA, ഇപ്പൊ നിങ്ങളിപ്പോ ഒരു BTech ആയാലും ഓർ BCom ആയാലും BBA ആയാലും ഏതൊരു അണ്ടർ ഗ്രാജുവേഷൻ BSc ഏതൊരു സ്ട്രീമിൽ നിന്ന് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിലും, what MBA will help you is it will help you, it will open up those new domains to you. So domains like marketing, finance, operation, HR, consulting, product management, even strategy, these are the things that are going to open up for you once you complete your MBA. That is not even complete your MBA. The moment you are in second year of MBA, these companies start coming for placements in the start of second year, and they hire you. And based on where you want to reach, you can go into those domains. ആൻഡ് ഇപ്പോൾ മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ്, ഫൈനാൻസ്, ഓപ്പറേഷൻസ് ഇതൊക്കെ നോക്കിയാൽ it is not the kind of domains that you can get into after BTech. It is not something, ഇപ്പോൾ മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ് ആയാലും, even if you are from BCom BBA, marketing entry ആണെങ്കിൽ you will be entering at a very bottom most level. But when you do MBA, you go to that, you directly join that mid layer or above the mid layer, right? അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു ജോബ്, the triangle that you see, can you guys see that triangle on the screen? Yes, no? അപ്പൊ എന്താ ഈ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ വെച്ച് വാട്ട് ആർ യു, എന്താ മനസ്സിലായി ഈ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ വെച്ച്? വാട്ട് ആർ യു ട്രൈങ് ടു, വാട്ട് ഡിഡ് യു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഫ്രം ദിസ്? എനിവൺ? മനസ്സിലായില്ല? മനസ്സിലായില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇല്ല എന്നെങ്കിലും just put it in chat or just type no or something. Okay, so what you're seeing here, this triangle is the triangle of careers, right? So as from your entry, from the time you start your career or your journey in a corporate or something, you start from the bottom point, and throughout your journey, till you retire, you keep moving up. you keep going up. You must have seen അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ parents or relatives ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരു corporate job ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ every 1 or 2 years they get promotion, they go to higher one, even if it's government job also they keep going to higher ones, right? അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് ഈ triangle represent ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So what this says is the bottom point, right, the wider point, that is the operational jobs. Operational jobs എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഈ day to day operation, day to day ഇപ്പോൾ ബേസിക് ഇപ്പോൾ ബോട്ടം മോസ്റ്റ് വൺ വുഡ് ബി ഹൗസ് കീപ്പിംഗ് അതൊക്കെ. ബട്ട് ദെൻ ആഫ്റ്റർ a graduation you will be entering operation job like a developer. Development is being a developer, software developer is an operational job, which requires day to day things. So to do day to day things in a business, you do this operational jobs. If accountant ayalum, it is an operational job, right? And then as you go mid, it is tactical. So operations will go down, it becomes more of strategy as you go up. Strategy എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ your decision maker. ഇപ്പൊ നിങ്ങളിപ്പോ ഏതൊരു കമ്പനി ഓർ ഏതൊരു ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഓഫീസ് നോക്കിയാൽ ദി ഹയർ ഡെസിഗ്നേഷൻ വൺസ് ഡോണ്ട് ഡു ദ വർക്ക്, ദേ ജസ്റ്റ് മേക്ക് ദ ഡിസിഷൻസ്, ദേ ജസ്റ്റ് മേക്ക് ഡിസിഷൻസ്, ദേ ജസ്റ്റ് ആസ്ക് പീപ്പിൾ ടു ഡു ഇറ്റ് ദിസ് വേ. That is, they are taking a risk, they are looking at they are studying the future, they are looking at future, and they are taking decisions towards the future. They don't have to do these jobs. So what happens is when you do your graduation, you enter in the pink at the bottom point. But if you spend another 2 more years studying, that is by doing MBA, you directly join the orange or even the blue layer, that is strategic layer. So strategy consultants are directly blue layer lot of one. Orange is where you come as a manager, you get in as a manager, brand manager, marketing manager, finance manager, operations manager, or even plant manager, project manager, all of this. So MBA helps you go from this bottom to this one in just 2 years. ഈ സെയിം ജംപ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ട് പോകണമെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ടേക്ക് യു അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് 8 years. So that is where MBA helps you. That is, and you can understand that the payment is also the package, the earning, your salary will also be that much higher. What you the salary that you reach in 8 years is something that MBA will take you in 2 years. That is, so MBA is like a shortcut. But shortcut no പറയുമ്പോൾ easy shortcut അല്ല, it is tough. Why? Because it is shortcut, because it is good for everyone, everybody is trying for it. So now you have to overcome that competition. So that is the tough part, you have to come there. So as I told, better packages. So either top 40 B schools എടുത്താലും the average package ranges somewhere between 15 lakh to 20 lakh. This is the average package. If you're good enough, if you do better, you might end up at 30 or even 25-30 range the moment you start. So that is going to be roughly 1.5 lakh per month in hand, right? അപ്പോൾ അത് മാത്രമല്ല, ഒരു സേഫ്റ്റി നെറ്റിന്റെ ഒരു കൺസേൺ കൂടി ഉണ്ട് വെൻ ഇറ്റ് കംസ് ടു MBA. ദറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇപ്പൊ എസ്പെഷ്യലി യു മൈറ്റ് ബി ഹിയറിംഗ് ദറ്റ് AI is going to take over jobs. AI is going to take over all the jobs. So first thing that AI, when it takes over, or when technology takes over, it is going to take over the operational jobs, because that is more easier to do, is easier to take over by technology. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഓപ്പറേഷണൽ ജോബ്സ് പോകുമ്പോൾ യു വിൽ ഹാവ് എ ജോബ് what job uncertainty. But if you already reach there, if you already reach the decision point or a mid management level, then you are much safer, because AI will take much more time to reach there, at least, right? So that is one thing. And also you'll get a entrepreneurship experience. Now you can pursue your entrepreneurship after MBA, because you have that safety net now. ഇപ്പോൾ എനിക്കിപ്പോൾ ഞാനൊരു 1 year ജോബ് ക്വിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് എനിക്കൊരു ഓൺടർപ്രിനർഷിപ്പ് ഓൺ സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് ട്രൈ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിലും ഐ ക്യാൻ ഡു ഇറ്റ് നൗ, ബിക്കോസ് ഐ നോ 1 year, if the things go wrong, I can still go back, I can join some job, because using my MBA degree and using the college that I have, right? So that is where MBA is going to help. So now, before we move on, now that all of you are here, ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ചെയ്താലോ? ഇപ്പം you can just introduce yourself, ഏത് ലാംഗ്വേജ് ആണെങ്കിലും, ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഓർ മലയാളം, എനിത്തിങ് ഇസ് ഫൈൻ. Just basic introduction about yourself, your name, where are you from, എന്താ ചെയ്ത്, എന്താ പഠിച്ചത്, ഓർ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണോ എന്തെങ്കിലും, any of that basic information about yourself. So let's start. Should we start in alphabetical order? Should we start with Ashna? You have two A's as well. There is no way you can escape. Ashna there? Okay, looks like Ashna is not there. Let's go with another A, that is Ansif. Hi Ansif. Hello. Ansif, audible alla. We can't hear you. Yeah, hi Ansif. Good morning. Mm. That is good. That is great. I like Malappuram. I like Malappuram food a lot. It is great for food. So next, yeah, thank you, Ansif. Thanks a lot. A BA economics, right? BA economics. Okay, great. അപ്പോൾ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണോ ഇപ്പൊ ഫൈനൽ ഇയർ ആണോ ഇപ്പൊ കഴിഞ്ഞതേ ഉള്ളൂ എങ്ങനെയാണ്? Okay. Oh, okay. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, that's great. Okay, next, Eldo. Mhm. 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 You're working with? Okay, fine. And yeah, what are you working as? Customer support. Okay, great, great. Okay, you are from. So right now you are in Idukki or you are in Ernakulam, Bangalore. Oh, great. Okay, nice. Where in Bangalore? Marthalli. Nice. Oh, cool, cool. ഇപ്പൊ കന്നഡ ഒക്കെ പഠിച്ചോ? Okay, okay. Hmm. Hmm. PGP? Ah, BL. Ah, yeah. Hmm. Foreign trade അല്ലേ? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. അപ്പൊ ഐ എ എഫ് ടി ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ആദ്യം നേരത്തെ ഒരു 3 ഇയേഴ്സ് മുന്നേ IAF 2-3 ഇയേഴ്സ് മുന്നേ IAFT ഹാഡ് എ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് എക്സാം കോൾഡ് IAFT. പക്ഷെ ഇപ്പൊ യാ ഇപ്പൊ ദേ ഹാവ് ക്ലബ്. സോറി. ഓക്കെ. ഓക്കെ. ഓക്കെ, ഗ്രേറ്റ്. താങ്ക് യു. ലെറ്റ്സ് മൂവ് ടു നന്ദകൃഷ്ണ. Hi. Okay. ഇൻഫോസിസ് ട്രിവാൻഡ്രം അല്ലേ? ടെക്നോ പാർക്കിൽ. ഓക്കെ, ഗ്രേറ്റ്, ഗ്രേറ്റ്. ബിടെക് ആയിരുന്നു അല്ലേ? ഏത് ബ്രാഞ്ച് ആയിരുന്നു? ട്രിപ്പിൾ. ഓക്കെ, ഫൈൻ, ഫൈൻ. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ്സ് ഗ്രേറ്റ്. ആഷ്ന വന്നോ തിരിച്ച് ഓർ? ആ, ഇപ്പൊ ഓഡിബിൾ ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, നോ പ്രോബ്ലം. ഓക്കെ. എവിടെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുക? ഏത് TCSൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ഓക്കെ, ഫൈൻ. ചെന്നൈ. ഓക്കെ, ഓക്കെ. ഓക്കെ അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് എല്ലാ പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടല്ലേ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ എൽഡോ നൗ ചെന്നൈ then we have from Trivandrum. We are across all the places now. It's great. Okay, and also it is great to see that all of you. Firstly, thanks for introducing yourself. Thanks for unmuting and introducing yourself and talking out there. And it is so glad to see that all of you are from different backgrounds. So BCom, there is BCom, there is physics, there is BTech, then there is BSc physics, and all of them. And the thing about MBA is earlier after 12th, all of us got segregated into different streams, right? Few went to BTech, few went to BCom, few went to BBA, all the other streams, BSc, all of it. Now when it comes to MBA, all the people from across different streams come together. That is what is told about MBA. That is why MBA is told as a very diverse experience, because your campus, which is going to be of 300, 400 students during your MBA, is going to compose people from different backgrounds. So that is going to give you different set of learnings when you talk to them. And now when I talk to somebody, now when probably if I talk to Eldo for another 30, 45 minutes one on one, I'll get to know better about the whole commodity or international foreign trade and stuff. So that is how we learn. That is called peer learning. That is why MBA is told to have a very good peer learning, because people from across different backgrounds, people who would have tried UPSC would come there. I had people who had tried UPSC for 5 times in their life, and then they had come for MBA. So their level of exposure, the exposure I got from them was totally different. And then I had people who were coming from different, like the kind of criminology as a what is graduation course. So the things that we learn from them is totally different, because all throughout our life, for me especially as a BTech student, the people I was interacting around throughout my probably after my 12th standard have been just all of them been BTech. So the things I hear are same stuffs. But then when I start going out, when I went for MBA and heard different stories from different people, then you understand more about the world, you understand more about life, right? So that is where MBA helps you. So let's continue induction. So before that, let's take a short 2 minutes break. It's been 45 minutes since we are sitting. Just take 2 minutes break. Just stand up, stretch, and come back, sit, and let's start. Let's continue the session.
അവിടെ ഫ്രീ സെഷൻ കാണാൻ വേണ്ടി ഷാപ്പിൽ വെച്ചിട്ടില്ല.
Not just join. Okay, let's continue. എല്ലാവരും തിരിച്ചെത്തിയോ? തിരിച്ചെത്തിയ എല്ലാവരും ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് ചാറ്റിലൊന്ന് ബാക്ക് നിന്നിട്ട്. Okay, I think one person, Nandakrishna, is to come back. Okay, he is also back. Let's start. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ നമ്മുടെ ക്ലാസ് ഇസ് ഗോയിങ് ടു ബി പ്യൂർലി ഇൻഡക്ഷൻ. വി ആർ ഗോയിങ് ടു go completely. Now we have talked about MBA. We are going to talk about the whole process, about CAT, about how we are going to do. We are not going to learn anything topic wise today. We'll start proper topic wise learning from next week. That is going to be 16th. We are going to start with one by one each part of CAD, each section of CAD, that is VRC, DALR, and QA. So today is going to be a relaxed one. It is going to be shorter as well. We are not going to go till 2 p.m. It is going to be a shorter one. So let's continue. We were talking about MBA. അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ what we understood is your the nearest milestone or nearest goal that you guys have now that you have enrolled this is MBA. അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ MBA എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇന്ത്യ എസ്പെഷ്യലി ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ചെയ്യുവാണെങ്കിൽ ടോപ്പ് 40 കോളേജസിൽ MBA ചെയ്യുന്നത് is the most sensible thing that you can do because ടോപ്പ് 40 there are hundreds of other MBA colleges. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നോക്കുവാണെങ്കിലും കേരളത്തിൽ നോക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ there are hundreds of other MBA colleges, but is it worth doing there? Is it worth ഒരു ഗ്രാജുവേഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ കേരളത്തിലാകുമ്പോൾ ഐ തിങ്ക് ഫീസ് ഇസ് അറൌണ്ട് 5 to 6 lakhs. 5 to 6 lakhs സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഒരു 2 years പിന്നെ again effort at MBA പഠിച്ചിട്ട് the kind of reward that you get from colleges here is not great. So top 40 colleges in India. You can refer to our brochure. I'll send it to you again in the group as well. You can look at the list of colleges, top 40 to top 50 colleges. That is doing from there is the most reasonable thing. It is what I advise. That is the most rewarding one that you can do. അപ്പോൾ ഈ കോളേജസ് ചെയ്യുന്നു ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾ മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദം ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫുൾ ടൈം 2 year MBA, and there is only a few colleges like Great Lakes that have really good 1 year. Great Lakes ISB is a top league one which has 1 year course, right? So but majority of them, in 98% of them, have 2 year MBA, flagship MBA program. That is the MBA that you're aiming for. Then there are all these colleges also have executive MBA, but you are planning to do a full time 2 year MBA, right? And this fee can go from 2.3 lakhs for 2 years to 30 lakh, right? 2.3 lakhs in Rainbow. There is one college called FMS Delhi. If you have done a little bit of research about your CAT and MBA, you would have heard this name, FMS. It is in Delhi, and they charge only 2.3 lakh for 2 years, but their average placement is around 30 lakhs. It is at par with IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, right? It is competing with them. So, but when you do it from an IAM, like say top 6 IAMs, the fees is going to be around 25 to 30 lakh. അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് fees for 2 years. But don't worry, you'll get a student loan. You can avail student loan at a very low interest rate, because when you do from these colleges, even banks are also happy to give you loan, right? And the average package in these top 40 colleges ranges, average package, that is, I'm not even talking about the top package, I'm talking about average package, ranges from 15 to 30 LPA. That is roughly 1 to 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs per month in hand, right? So this is going to be your ultimate goal. So that is the end of this roadmap, right? That is why I wanted to start this with the end, because you should have that clarity in mind. Your aim is not CAT, your aim is MBA, right? Your aim is to get into these 40 colleges. That is going to be the aim. And for that, the starting point is CAT preparation, right? That is where you are starting right now. You are starting the first stage of this roadmap, CAT preparation. അപ്പോൾ ഈ CAT preparation main part ആയിട്ട് വരുന്ന is not, there is no theory, there is nothing, there is no, it's not rocket science. It is very basic concepts. Basic concept ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു major part of quantity aptitude section in CAT is arithmetic, which, and within that the major part is speed distance time. Speed distance time is ഒരു ടോപ്പിക് വിച്ച് യു സീ ഇൻ യുവർ ഡേ ടു ഡേ ലൈഫ്. ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മളിപ്പോ വണ്ടി ഓടിക്കുമ്പോൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ ആളുടെ വണ്ടിയിൽ ഇരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളൊന്നും പറയില്ല, ഒന്ന് സ്പീഡ് ഒന്ന് കൂട്ടിയാൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് എത്തും എന്നൊക്കെ. അപ്പൊ ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ദ ബേസിക് തിങ്. യു നോ ദാറ്റ് വൺസ് സ്പീഡ് ഇൻക്രീസസ്, ടൈം ഗോസ് ഡൗൺ, ടൈം ഫോർ ട്രാവലിംഗ് ഗോസ് ഡൗൺ, right? That is all. That is the kind of understanding level that you need. And once you have this understanding, you should learn to apply those concepts, apply those understandings to solve questions. That is one part. And the second part of CAT is the exam strategy, because you might know everything, but you might not know to give the exam in that 2 hour duration, right? So that strategy is very important. That is the thing that we are going to train. So what we are going to do here is, first 6 months, 5 to 6 months of our course here, every Sunday we are going to learn concepts, we are going to practice questions, we are going to learn a lot. But the last 2 3 months is the most crucial one, where we are going to build that strategy for your exam. And that is the one that is going to take you. So concept understanding can easily take you till 85%. Just knowing basic concepts and understanding them without any strategy, you simply go wake up one morning and go give, you know, the concepts, you can score 85% comfortably, or even 90%. But beyond that, if you want to go, you should have a strategy. And that is the thing that I learned from my journey in CAT 2019 and CAT 2020. With good, strong understanding, I was able to go from 84 to 96. But 96 to 99 journey was only because of strategy, nothing else. There was nothing, I didn't learn anything new that time. It was only building strategy about how am I going to attempt, how am I going to pick questions, how am I going to solve them in the shortest time, right? So that is the first part of this one. Then you are going to give exam. It is CAT exam is generally on last Sunday of November. So the last year it was on November 24th. So that is when you are going to give your exam. So the 2 hours of that exam of last the 2 hours of last Sunday of November is going to decide your next journey throughout, right? And this 2 hours can be very it can be kind to you, it can also be very harsh to you. When I say harsh, you might prepare for 1 year, you might put your all effort for 1 year, but probably those 2 hours you might not be able to deliver, right? You might know everything, but 2 hours, maybe because of exam pressure, maybe because of some tension, panic or something, you might not be able to give. So there is some slight amount of luck also involved. Not slight, I would say around 20% of luck also involved in this exam. But the remaining 80% is what is in your hand. That is your controllable part, right? And that is going to determine what how your roadmap is going to look like after that. So after that, in January, around mid December to Jan, you're going to get your CAT score. So based on CAT score, what happens is all the colleges that you apply is going to prepare something called cumulative score, and this cumulative score consists of is it would be out of 100 marks, and that is going to consist of CAT score, 10 standard score, 12 standard score, graduation score, gender diversity, and academic diversity. Each college has different weightage. For example, IM Calcutta gives 60% weightage for CAT score, 5% for 10th, 5% for 12th, 5% for graduation, and all the other stuff. And it keeps varying. This percentage keeps varying, but majority it is always CAT score at this point. 5 to 10% weightage for 10th, 5 to 10% weightage for 12th, 5 to 10% weightage for graduation. WorkX, also I have missed WorkX. WorkX is also there. Then there is gender diversity and academic diversity. So what happens is your MBA, top MBA colleges or MBA ecosystem, they have observed that it is flooded by engineers, because engineers generally there are that many number of engineers in this country. Appa MBA colleges, what they want, as I told you, MBA learning is majorly diverse learning. So they want the diversity. They want to maintain the diversity. They don't want the whole batch to be filled with engineers. So what they do is they encourage non-engineers by giving some amount of academic diversity mark. And also they find that male are dominating in this corporate. They have been there, I mean, that is how India has been. But now they are encouraging women to also participate, to come up in the corporate ladder. They want women also to be in the decision making roles. That is why they are encouraging women to do MBA. That is why women get a extra gender diversity score. So if you are a woman from a non-engineering background, you are the most favored one, right? So you already have 10 marks there out of 100. And having said that, it's not that it is going to be extremely easy. You get those 10 marks, but you're also competing with the lakhs of other students. So you should also score better in CAT. But you don't have to score as much as the non-favored ones. But if you are a male from BTech like me, then you are the most unfavored one. But having said that, there is nothing you can do. It is not in your hand. The only thing that is in your hand right now is a CAT score, right? So if you are from the unfavored category, and those unfortunately they are called GEM. The naming comes as GEM, called General Engineering Male. When anybody outside this ecosystem hears GEM, they hear it as something really good. But GEM is the most least favored category here. So general engineering male, so you don't get those 10 marks, 10 marks there for academic diversity and gender diversity. But what is in your control is CAT score. So your goal has to be to maximize your CAT score. And you can cover that up. You can cover the 10 marks that you lose by performing extremely well in CAT. That is why I was saying for a general engineering male, getting 99 percentile is also not enough for IIM ABC. You need at least 99.5 plus to get IIM ABC calls, right? So cumulative score would be prepared among all the colleges that you apply, and they will filter out the top certain number of students for the next round, that is GDPA, which is group discussion and personal interview. So let's say the college has 300 seats, they would filter out, they would call 3,000 people. Generally the ratio is 1 is to 10 to 1 is to 15. So they'll call 3,000 to 4,500 people for GDPA if they have 300 batch strength. So GDPI is group discussion, personal interview, where a group discussion is where you sit with another 8 to 10 other candidates and you discuss on a topic. You give your opinions, you understand the other person's opinion, all the everybody else's opinion, and you accordingly you come to a conclusion. That is the goal of group discussion. That is, the group has to come to a conclusion. Generally, that doesn't happen. Everybody would be fighting there. But the other part, which is personal interview, is where you go sit and there'll be a panel of 3 to 4 people or 2 to 3 people who try to ask you questions about yourself, about life, or about the topic, the subject that you have studied. Try to understand if you are a genuine candidate, if you are interested, if you have that caliber, if you have that in you to become a good manager, a good leader. So they all the MBA colleges are wanting to make students business leaders. So they see if you can be a good business leader. That is the GDPA process. And based on your GDPA performance, your CAT score, and every other factor that is mentioned there, the admission offers will be rolled out. So another cumulative score, similar cumulative score will be prepared after GDPA, including your GDPA score. And from there, the top ones start getting calls. That is, if the college has 300 students, they start calling 300, the next 300 in waiting list, and that's how it goes until they fill their this one to start their MBA program, which is going to be your end. The one that you see going to college is your end, right? So this is the roadmap. So I wanted you guys to know that your goal is not CAT, your goal is MBA. That is a final goal. Entering this college is your final goal. അതല്ലേ അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ ഇപ്പൊ വാട്ട് യു ക്യാൻ ഡു ഇപ്പൊ ഈ ഒരു ഹോൾ റോഡ് മാപ്പ് നോക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ വൺ യു ക്യാൻ പ്രിപ്പയർ റിയലി വെൽ ഫോർ CAT exam is something in your hand now. Second thing is GDPI is the one that's in your hand. 10 standard score, 12 standard score, graduation, gender diversity or academic diversity, you can't do anything about it now. What's happened is happened. 10th, 12th, whatever has happened is happened. If you have a good score, it is great. But having said that, if you don't have a good score, also you can match it, you can catch it, you can fill that using your CAT score and GDPA performance. So to enter this college, you're for the next 1 year, next 10 months later, you're going to attend CAT. Almost 1 month, 1 year later, you're going to give GDPA. Next February, March, you're going to give GDPA. So your goal has to be to prepare yourself for CAT as well as GDPA. Usually candidates ചെയ്യുന്ന മിസ്റ്റേക്ക് ആദ്യം തന്നെ full focus CAT-ലായിരിക്കും. CAT crack ചെയ്യാന്ന് വെച്ച്. At the end, you have only 1 or 2 months to prepare for GDPA. But GDPA is not something that you can prepare. Just you can one day you can sit and read all of it and you can prepare. GDPA is a soft skill, right? It is a communication skill that comes out in GD. You are how good listener you are, how good speaker you are, how well you are able to articulate your point, how well you are able to rationalize your thought process. This is what is tested throughout your GDPA. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഫസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ഇസ് ബി ആക്റ്റീവ് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റർ. അപ്പോൾ അതിന് ഇപ്പോൾ വാട്ട് യു ക്യാൻ ഡു ഇസ് ബി ടോക്ക് ലൈക്ക് പാർട്ടിസിപ്പേറ്റ് ഇൻ ക്ലാസ്, break that, have that ice breaking, like in the sense we always have, all of us, it depends from our school exposure, but most of us we have this hesitation to speak in front of a crowd, hesitation to speak in front of people. That is the first thing that you should break. And then the first step is participating in class. At least start with this class now, our classes here. Be active listener. It doesn't matter what language you speak, it doesn't matter whether you're good at English, you're bad at English, it doesn't matter. Your thought process, how well you communicate, is what matters there. And അതിന്റെ കൂടെ തന്നെ start reading about stuffs. You don't have to read a lot, but you can read about what is happening in the world now, about business and all of it. One thing I suggest, if you guys, you can note it down as well, subscribe to this newsletter called FinShots. There is IIM Ahmedabad's one article that comes out. It's a club from IIM Ahmedabad, which is also sponsored by many other people. So they send one article every day, and it is free. It is absolutely free. You just have to go FinShots, FINSHOTS. Just note it down. Today, just go to FinShot, just Google FinShots, you open them, and you can also give your mail ID there for free. They are going to send one article every day, and the past articles are already there on FinShots. It is a very short read. It is hardly 2 to 5 minute read. Just start reading that so that you develop that. This reading is going to help you in VARC as well, in VARC section, and you are going to develop the understanding about the world around you, the current affairs, what is happening around, and your language is also going to improve. You can perform better in GDPA, right? So now about the exam. So now that you have understood CAT and GDPA preparation, you can start like part of your day-to-day activity should be dedicated towards GDPA by reading newspaper, reading FinShots, reading stuffs, and also talking out your opinion, your thoughts. In the sense, you should have an opinion. Your every time you should be able to articulate your opinion. So that is something you can start from basic. Even if you haven't done it so far, it is fine. But now you can start. If you are comfortable in Malayalam, just just speak out. That is the first thing that you can do. Break the ties. Later on, we can improve on other stuffs. So now about exam registrations for CAT generally is between August to September, and the exam date is, as I told you, last Sunday of November. Generally, 3.5 lakh students write CAT, right? Generally 3.5 students write CAT, and there is nothing, there is no writing in it. It is purely MCQ. You just have to select the options. In few cases you have to type in the number 1 2 3. That is all you have. There is no essay writing, there is nothing of that sort. And generally MCQ questions, you get 3 mark per question and -1, that is 1 negative mark for wrong answer and 0 for not answering anything, no, not for not answering. And for type in, the one I told you, when you have to type in, you get 3 marks for correct answer. You don't, there is no negative marking in that. You get 0 for incorrect as well as no attempt. Then CAT is made up of 3 sections, that is VARC, which stands for verbal ability and reading comprehension, which generally has 24 questions. You get 40 minutes. The first 40 minutes of your exam goes for VARC. You get 40 minutes for it. And VARC, as you can see, there are 2 parts, and verbal ability and reading comprehension. So reading comprehension means you get essays, you get paragraphs, you get passages. Out of that passage, from that passage that is given, there will be four to five, 3 or 4 questions generally asked out of it. So it is 4 passages into 4 questions each. So from each passage they ask 4 questions. As read that question, from what is mentioned in the passage you have to mark the correct one. Similarly, verbal ability. So there is no grammar. They generally CAT doesn't have this. Unlike other exams, they don't have this grammar test or anything. In verbal ability, what they ask you is parajumbles, wherein there will be shuffled ones. You have to arrange them in an order. There will be odd one out. There will be 5 sentences given. Each sentence will be talking about something. One sentence will be talking about something else. You have to identify which is that sentence. That is one. And then there is para summary, wherein a short para will be given and you have to summarize it in one line from the options that is given. You have to select the correct option that summarizes this thing. That is the first section. Next 40 minutes is going to go for DILR, which stands for data interpretation and logical reasoning, which again has 20 questions, 40 minutes, right? So DILR is also a set based. So there will be a set. That set is generally a set of information that is given to you. That is, it is going to be a long set of information that is given to you. Out of that, they'll ask you 5 questions from that information. You have to look into that. There will be missing information. You have to figure out and then answer that question. Simple. There is actually, you don't even need any preparation for it because the information is already given there. There will be missing information. It's like a puzzle, or it's like a logical reasoning question there, where you have to figure out what the missing information is, and you have to answer based on that. Last 40 minutes of your exam is going to go for quantity aptitude, which again consists of 22 questions, which is going to be 15 MCQ, which is going to be selecting out of the 4 options that is given, and 7 type in type in the answer, that is called Tita questions, wherein you have to type the answer. We have to type the number. Generally, it is just typing the number. And about CAT difficulty, CAT is said to be the toughest exam in India after UPSC. UPSC is something people take years to crack. The one after that, people say CAT is the next toughest thing in India, and you are signing up for it. But the question is, do you have to be a genius to crack CAT? അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും എസ്പെഷ്യലി നിങ്ങൾക്കിപ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടാവും. ദറ്റ് ഈസ് യു ആർ സ്റ്റാർട്ടിംഗ് ഓഫ് ദിസ് ജേർണി ആൻഡ് യു വിൽ ഹാവ് ദിസ് തോട്ട് ഇൻ യുവർ മൈൻഡ്. ഒരു ജീനിയസ് ആവണോ ക്യാറ്റ് ക്രാക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ, ഓർ ഞാനൊരു ജീനിയസ് ആണോ അത് ക്രാക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ, അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ആൻസർ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇസ്, വാട്ട് ഡു യു മീൻ ബൈ ക്രാക്കിംഗ് ക്യാറ്റ്? Or what do you mean, what does crack cat, what does it mean? Because everybody would have different definition for cracking cat. For somebody, cracking cat is 100%, getting 100 percentile. Those are the elite category, the geniuses that are there. For somebody else, it is 99 percentile. For somebody else, it is 95 percentile. For somebody else, it's 90. It is 85, 80. It depends. Everything is cracking cat according to you. So to understand what is the definition or what is cracking cat, what does the crack cat mean, you should first know yourself, because as I told you, we should know where we stand, right? We should know what is our capabilities and till where we can push ourselves. And ഇപ്പൊ എൻ്റെ കാര്യം ഞാൻ പറയുമ്പോൾ I understood that I was a very average student. I told this during the starting as well, that I understood why I'm a very average student. Based on that, I know, okay, this is where I can go, this is how much I can push, or I have to push this much to reach there. That is the thing. So based on knowing yourself, set the expectation. So ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ തന്ന എക്സസൈസ് പോലെ ഇന്നത്തെ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് സിമിലർ എക്സസൈസ് ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ് ആയിട്ട് ജസ്റ്റ് സിറ്റ് ഫോർ 10 to 15 minutes and think about yourself, understand yourself at first. ഓക്കെ, ഐ ആം ദി പേഴ്സൺ, എനിക്ക് മാത്സ് വീക്കാണ്, അപ്പോൾ മാത്സിൽ കൂടുതൽ ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്യണം. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഇസ് മൈ സ്ട്രെങ്ത് ഏരിയ, ദിസ് ഇസ് മൈ വീക്ക്നെസ്, ദിസ് ഇസ് വാട്ട് ഐ ഷുഡ് ഡു, ദിസ് ഇസ് വെർ ഐ ക്യാൻ റീച്ച്, ദിസ് ഇസ് ഹൗ മച്ച് ഐ ക്യാൻ എയിം ഫോർ. That is a setting that you should do. If you know yourself, it is better. You can do the expectations, you can set the expectations now. But if you don't know, don't worry, you will know yourself. This is a journey. Cat journey is something where you will know about yourself as well. It is something, it teaches many things about life as well, so you will know about yourself. So if you don't know, if you are totally blank, then just be like that, just be open, you will get to know, right? So the next point is to crack cat. Once you have the definition of your goal in mind, or if you are how much ever higher it is, you don't really need high IQ or knowledge. Cat is not testing your knowledge, right? It is just testing your common sense, it is just testing your understanding capacity, it is just testing how well you can apply your understandings, right? That is why CAT as an exam, they do not ask history, they do not ask knowledge about how much you know about history and stuff, they do not ask about science, they don't ask any of it. They just ask you basic math till 10th standard. And they know that everybody, regardless of your background, we have all studied maths till 10th standard, right? And that math till 10th standard has been, it is a very concept oriented one, where you know, as I told you, speed, distance, time, it is a concept which you are seeing in day to day life. So you see that every day. So now they'll test you based on how well you are able to understand the concept, how well you can apply it in the question. And lastly, so as I told you, concept understanding and applying is what is needed. But what I understand is many people prepare, or many coaching centers prepare people by helping, giving them a set of formulas to by heart. Or many people by heart formulas and go, okay, this case I apply this formula, put the values in the question, solve it. But I understand one thing: this IAM professors or the people who are setting this CAT paper, they are not dumb, right? They are not dumb enough to give you questions where you can simply apply in formula and you can solve. What they are trying to do is they are trying to test yourself. They are trying to test how well you understand, how well you apply concepts, how much common sense you have. This is what they are going to test. So that is what you have to learn. You have to learn. You have, for the next 9 to 10 months. You have to learn this. So, cracking cat. Now, short answer: do you have to be a genius to crack cat? Absolutely not. You don't have to be genius. Example: I'm here. I'm a very average guy, very genius, not at all a genius. Opposite to genius, I would say. But I've been able to crack cat, and that is something I want to tell everyone, that it is possible. Just that you have to put effort in the right direction. Simply putting effort, random effort, lot of effort is also not useful. You have to put effort in the right direction, which is where smart works come in play. So now, if you have a book and a pen, just read this question. Take 5 minutes. Read this question. Try to understand what is asked in this question, and if possible, try to solve it. I'll give you guys 5 minutes. It is 11:11. We'll stop this by 11:16, and then let's continue. Are you guys there? Just type in before you start that you are able to. Sorry, one second. My bad. You're able to see the screen. You're able to see the question, right? Yeah, 5 minutes ആയി. എന്തായി? ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും കിട്ടിയായിരുന്നോ? ആൻസർ ഓർ ഒരു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡിങ്? ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ എന്താ ചോദിച്ചതെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായോ? എല്ലാവരും ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് ചാറ്റിൽ ഹായ് അയച്ചേ, സോ ദാറ്റ് ഐ നോ യു ഗൈസ് ആർ അലൈവ് ആഫ്റ്റർ സീയിങ് ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. കമാൺ. ഓക്കെ, ഫൈൻ. ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ആൻസർ കിട്ടിയായിരുന്നോ? യെസ് ഓർ നോ? ജസ്റ്റ് ടൈപ്പ്. കിട്ടിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ ജസ്റ്റ് ടൈപ്പ് നോ. Okay, fine. So, he question, did you understand what is asked in the question? What is the final thing that is asked in the question? That is the distance that the bird traveled, right? From the starting time till the collision happens. Is that clear? So, what do you have to find? You have to find the distance that the bird has traveled. So, here a question, look, I don't want you guys to try harder because you don't know the concept. But the concept that is involved here is called relative speed. You must have heard it in your life sometime in 9th, 10th or 11th. You must have heard something called relative speed. അതിന്റെ concept ആണ്, basic concept. What relative speed says is, if there are two objects coming in two opposite directions, അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു distance ഉണ്ടല്ലോ to be covered, that will be covered at a speed which is sum of these two speeds. Simple thing. I'll just show it to you using this question itself. If you a question, you see that one train is coming approaching at 10 meter per second, the other train is approaching at 25 meter per second. There is a distance of 350 meter. This is how you should read a question as well. You have to get the information like this. There is a distance of 350 meter. Now, 350 meter, look, every second, this train is coming 10 meters here, this train is coming 25 meters here. So together, this distance is reducing by 35 meter every second. Correct? So each second, this distance between them is reducing by 35 seconds, 35 meter. So you have total 350 meter. So how much time will it take for the distance to become zero for them to meet? Anyone? 350 meter is here. Every second, 35 gets reduced from it. So how much time will it take for it to become zero? 350 to become zero. 10 seconds, right? 350 divided by 35, 10 seconds. So from the time this question, these two trains are here, the bird starts flying till the time they collide. There is only 10 seconds. Correct? In EPUB, what is told? You are given the speed of the bird, which is 60 meter per second. That means every second bird travels 60 meter, and bird has only 10 seconds to fly around, right? So the total distance that it can travel is 60 into 10 seconds, which is 600 meter. So the answer for this question is 600 meter. Is that clear? Did you understand anything about it? Like slight understanding? Just type yes if you understood. Ashna is saying yes. What about others? Eldo understood? Eldo yes. Uh, Ansif yes. Nanda Krishna? Yes, no. Did not understand. Can you just uh, type in the chat box yes or no? Understood. Okay. Now are you happy? 5 minutes back when I gave you the question to start, you did not know how to even approach this question, right? But now just because I told one thing, that is relative speed when two objects travel in opposite direction, when they come like this, the sum of the speed is the total relative speed. You are able to solve it. So that is the concept, and the application of that is what we did in the question. This is all you need in CAT. And trust me, this is a real CAT question from 2022. Take out 2022 paper. I think 2022 or 2021, either of 2 years. Pick out the paper, search for this question, you will get this question. And this was a difficult question. So now do you understand the difficulty level of CAT? Now do you understand why people say CAT is difficult? Now is it even difficult if you get questions like this? Once you know the concept, obviously, if you don't know the concept, when you started off, you felt it to be difficult. But now, when you understand the question, is it difficult? It is absolutely not difficult. So this is why people say CAT is tough. For generally, they simply see these kind of questions, they say, oh, it is very tough. It is not tough. And did you even need more than 1 minute to solve this? You didn't need 1 minute to solve this. So that is the thing I wanted to prove. I didn't want to teach you anything. I'll again we'll cover relative speed separately in another class. But I just wanted you guys to see a real CAT question, and why do people call CAT a why people call CAT a tough question, a tough exam, right? And now I hope it has helped you at least slightly in understanding the difficulty level of CAT. But I'm not saying it is all this easy. There are questions like this. If this is the kind of question that came in 2022, you already have 3 marks there. A simple question, right? And also now when you look at the CAT, when you look at all this, when you look at the number of questions and the time that is there, you have total 66 questions and you have 120 minutes. So you would think that is just 1.5 minute to 2 minutes per question. Is it even possible to solve question? But we solved this question. The question that we did know, we solved it in 1 minute after knowing the concept, right? അപ്പൊ ആ ഒരു ഡൗട്ട് എപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പൊ ഈ ആൾക്കാരൊക്കെ കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്റെ ഫ്രണ്ട്സിന്റെ അടുത്തൊക്കെ ഞാൻ ഈ കാറ്റ് പാറ്റേൺ ഒക്കെ വെറുതെ ഇങ്ങനെ they haven't written cat, they don't know about cat, but when they hear the 66 questions in 120 minutes, they are like, how is it even possible? 1.5 minutes, how are you able to solve questions? But the reality is, you don't need to solve questions in 1.5 minutes. That is the other reality. That is the other myth that people have. Why? I'll tell you. 66 questions into 3 marks. Total, it comes down to 198. That is the total marks for CAT. And what you see on screen right now is the score versus percentile for CAT 2024. And if you look at, forget 99.9, forget 99.5, just look at 99. 99, the score for 99 is between 95 to 98, which is just 50% of the score, 50% of the total score, that is 198. That means if you answer 50% of the questions correctly, you get 99%, right? Is that that's very funny, right? The exam that is told to be a very toughest exam in India, you just have to solve 50% of the paper to get 99 percentile. So it might sound easy, but again, now going to that 50 percentile, getting that 100% accuracy is the other part of the game. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to attempt all 66 questions. You don't have to attempt questions in 1.5 minutes. You just have to pick right questions, like the question that you saw now. Pick those kind of questions, and you will easily get 2.5 to 3 minutes to solve them. For example, VARC, this is for CAT 2023. If you see VARC, DALR, and QA, for 99 percentile, you need roughly, overall, if you need 90 marks, you roughly need 30 marks. So 30 mark is 10 questions. So now when you break down, for 10 questions, 10 right questions, you have 40 minutes. That means you have close to 4 minutes. That is quite comfortable. You can solve it easily now. You can read questions, solve it comfortably. But the catch is, you have to pick the 10 right questions. You have to answer them correctly. That is the catch. That is the thing that you're going to learn in the last 2 to 3 months of our training before November. That is the one that I was calling as exam strategy. Exam strategy is going to be picking the questions and how quickly you solve them. So now cracking CAT means, CAT finally comes down to something called percentile. So your CAT results would be told in terms of percentile. You will be given a score, but they will also be percentile. So percentile, let's understand what percentile is. So when you say 99 percentile, you say that you were among the top 1 percentage of students. So because 3.3 lakh people write, and let's say roughly 2.5 lakh people turn up for the exam, 1 percentage of 2.5 lakh is 2,500, or let's say 2,500 to 3,000. So what you're trying to say is, you were among the top 2,500 to 3,000 people top 2,500 to 3,000 performers of the exam. That is percentile. So CAT is all about relative performance. You don't have to get absolutely high marks. You just have to perform better than others. And this performing better than others is answer more number of questions compared to others, and within that solve questions faster than others, and leave the tougher questions faster than others. Leave it faster than them. Why? Because whether you solve tough question or easy question, you get 3 marks. So when you go there, sit there, pick up on tough questions, spend 10 minutes on it, like mess up your mind and then solve it, get the answer, you still get only 3 marks. At the same time, if you pick a easy question, solve it in 1.5 minutes also, you get 3 marks. So smarter thing to do is pick easy questions, solve them. So it is all about relativity. How much time you save, how much in terms of time, how well you perform compared to others in the given time, how many questions you are able to attempt, and how much correctly you are able to attempt. That is all it is. So for something like 80%, like 85%, which is a good score to get into, say top 30 to 40 ranking colleges, 85% to 90% is good enough. You just have to score 41 out of 198, or let's say 50 out of 198. So for 50, you hardly need 16 right questions total among all of them. So 16 right questions, say 5, 5, 5, 5, and one question extra, or say 6, 6, 6 questions altogether. All three sections you attempt six questions and you get them right, six right questions. So you get 40 minutes for 6 questions in each section. That is a very easy deal, right? Now you tell me, is CAT a tough exam? Is it tough? Yes or no? After hearing all of this, now you must have, before you must have heard few stuffs about CAT, and you must have been under the impression that it is very tough. You're signing up for something extremely tough where you will learn to solve. You become like a calculator, a human calculator who will solve stuffs in 1.5 minutes and solve it. You don't have to do that. You don't have. Many people don't give CAT because of that. They think it is that tough. They think, okay, this much level of max, I can't do it. But you saw the level of max that we did. All we did was 10 plus 25 now, 10 meter per second plus 25 meter per second, which is 35. 350 divided by 35, you got 10, and you did 60 into 10, you got 600. That was the math that we did, right? So I just want to tell you guys, it is all about strategy, it is all about understanding and applying, nothing else. There is no hard part. The hardest part is just the strategy, picking, understanding yourself and picking the question. That is the hardest part. The other stuff is very easy. So now CAT as an exam, this is a journey that you are signing up for now, and it's a journey that is going to end by November, CAT, and then you will continue for GDPA. It's close to 1 year journey. And this journey, when I signed up, I didn't know. I simply got into it because of, as I told you, for higher salaries. I just got into it. But as I went, now that I look back at life, after having two serious CAT attempts for 2 years continuously, now that I look back, I understand that it has taught me a lot of things in life, right? So, what does CAT exam teach you in life? One, it has taught me how to play on your strengths and defend your weakness. It has taught me to understand myself, so it will teach you to understand yourself as well. It teaches you time management, how well you can manage the time within those 40 minutes that you are given, how well you can manage into getting the best result. And lastly, it teaches how to handle pressure, because the pressure that you are going to go through on the exam day is something that you can't imagine now. Once you get closer to November, you will start feeling that. But the pressure, for me, the pressure I had on CAT 19, right? CAT 19 attempt, sorry, CAT 20 attempt. I had I had left my job, and I was sure that I want to crack CAT this year, CAT 2020, and I want to go for MBA. So 2 months before CAT, I left my job. So I had nothing else. There was no plan B. Only one plan was crack CAT, get into this. How much ever I score, I get into some college. And if I mess up, go back to 95 or 90 percentile, whatever normal college that I get, I was ready to join that. So the pressure I had on that day, because I didn't have a job, was I couldn't sleep the night before CAT. I literally couldn't sleep. I'm swearing myself. The night before that, that is at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I called my mom and I started crying. That was the level of pressure that I had. And I went to the exam hall with like red sleepless eyes. In fact, the exam center invigilator called me to the side and he asked me, "Why are your eyes like this?" He thought I had smoked up something and I had come to write the exam. So I told him I was sleepless. I was extremely sleepless. I was in so much tension that I almost broke down there at night. I called my mom. I was somewhere else. My center was far away. I had gone there, took a hotel, stayed there. I couldn't sleep. I thought it is gone. This is gone. I'll have to do something else in life. So that is the kind of pressure I had. That is the kind of pressure you will also probably go through, even if you have a job, because it is the 2 hours where you're competing with 3.3 lakhs people simultaneously across the country. And this 2 hours of your exam is going to decide whether your 6 to 7 months of your preparation was useful or not, right? And but one thing is, it is a very rewarding experience as well. If you crack this, the life after that, the MBA that you're going to do, and the life that you're going to have after your MBA is very rewarding. It is very comfortable. So now, now that we have understood about MBA admission process, about MBA, about CAT, now that you guys have signed up for it, let's talk about how we are going to deal with in the B Schooler. So here in B Schooler 1, we are going to first, every class, we are going to learn a concept. So now, for example, the relative speed that you saw, the basic explanation that I gave you for 2 minutes, relative speed will be one topic. We are going to learn about relative speed for the first half of the session, that is for close to 1 hour. And after that, we are going to do class questions about relative speed. It is going to be on relative speed. We are going to do questions from easy, medium, and difficult level, right? That is class questions. After that, for the next 1 week of your practice, I'm also going to give you practice questions which you will do from your home, which you will the portal that you have logged in now. Through this portal, you will be able to attempt questions. You will be able to give mini tests. You will be able to give all of it. I'm going to give you time by time. And second thing is mentorship connect. Now, because especially we are on a online class where we are not physically seeing each other, we are not close to each other, there might be some distance. There might be many people don't take online class because of this. They don't want this. They like physical classes. So to fill that gap, we have something called one-on-one mentorship connect, wherein every 2 weeks once you will have a one-on-one call with your mentor, where the mentor will identify where you are facing the difficulty. They'll talk to you and they'll help you out, or be it any question, any topic, or even if it's mental, let's say you're not able to concentrate, you're not able to do those kind of things, they'll help you out. And then lastly, the last 2 3 months of your preparation before November is going to be mock tests and strategy building, wherein you will give back to back full length mocks. Mocks will be of our own full length mocks are there, and also we'll be picking up previous year papers and giving it as mock. Why? Because previous year papers are the best mocks that you can attend, because that is the closest to CAT in terms of difficulty level, and you will also get a real percentile score over there. So that is what you are going to do in the last 2 3 months. So you are going to give roughly 20 mocks at least, and based on your performance in each mock, we are going to build a strategy for you about how you should go approach the exam. This is what we are doing. Additionally, one thing which nobody else is doing and which we are doing here is, from my journey, what I've understood is CAT is also a mental strength game. So you need a lot of mental strength and a lot of concentration and calmness in your mind. And for that, we are going to have frequent meditation classes. We are going to have a meditation expert who will come, teach you how to meditate, how you can do at home, help you get the stress of mental stress, all the stresses of your mind, clear your mind, bring your mind to a calm state, and help increase the alertness. So, alertness and presence of mind is what you need. As I told you, the 2 hours of exam is going to decide your, just those 2 hours, 120 minutes is going to decide the rest of the things. So, it is like playing that what to say, playing that World Cup finals, right? However, even if it's Virat Kohli, how many ever matches he has played before that World Cup finals, he is going to give him some kind of nervousness. That is the kind of thing that you will go through. For that, you need a lot of presence of mind. And if you hear any of these sports people also, they tell you that this meditation, these things help you get that presence of mind, get that calmness, and give your best. That is why we'll have this. That no, I would say, as far as I know, no other coaching is doing this, and this is what I have crafted from my own experience. I have understood the importance of this, so I have brought in this kind of approach, right? So now talking about the team, I have given a good introduction about myself. I don't want to repeat. You guys know me by now. My name is MG Deshan. I have given the full. I've almost told everything about my life in the starting, right? So I'm skipping my part. Next we have Anantu, who is your VARC faculty. Anantu has scored 99.2 in VARC in CAT 18, and he is going to help you crack VARC. And he has done his MBA from IIT Roorkee. Anantu, if you're there, can you just address the batch? Anantu, you're on. Yes. Hi, Anantu. Are you not able to unmute? Okay, it's fine. Just wave your hand. Just wave your hand to everyone. I have given an introduction about yourself. So Anantu is also my good friend. He is my close friend who has I have known Anantu for more than 10 years now, and I have also seen Anantu's CAD journey and the way he has cracked VRC. So he is also on board with us in helping you guys crack VRC, right? So he's going to be a VRC faculty. He'll be taking classes from the next week about VRC for you. And so he did his MBA from IIT Roorkee. So now next we have Varun. Varun is QA and DLR faculty over here in the B-Schooler, and Varun has recently cracked CAT with 99.4 percentile in CAT 2024. That is what happened a few months back, in last November. So, Varun, can you just and next we have Sauparnika. So Sauparnika is also with Anantu, who is a VRC faculty and who has also scored 99 plus percentile in VRC in CAT 17. So Sauparnika, thank you, Sauparnika. So Sauparnika and Anantu will together be teaching you guys VRC, who themselves have scored 99 plus percentiles in VRC. To be honest, don't take any VRC advice from me. I'm not going to give any VRC advice because I suck at it. I'm very bad at VRC. All throughout my CAT journey, VRC has been my weakest point. I take only advice from these guys who have scored 99% VRC, right? So I'll not be giving as well. So don't expect VRC from me. I'll take care of quants and DLR. So as Saupanika was saying, the reading thing, the very basic thing, which I also mentioned in the starting, is subscribe for this FinShots articles. So every day in your mail, you get a FinShot article, which is a very easy read as well. It is very easy. It is just hardly 5 to 10 minutes read, and you also improve your language. You also improve the VRC reading part. You improve. That is the first thing that you can do. Then you can move, as Varun said, you can move to editorials and you can move to Aeon. So the first thing that you should do right now is start with FinShots. Now next we have Anupam. Anupam is here with me. You can come here. So Anupam is going to be your academic mentor throughout this journey. He is going to be your first point of contact. Any doubt, anything that you have, you can right away call Anupam and you can ask him. You can get it cleared. And also the one-on-one mentorship series sessions that I was talking about. Anupam will be there with you. He'll be understanding your difficulties and he'll be helping you throughout this CAT journey. So Anupam has also scored 90 plus percentile in of recent CATs, and he himself is also aiming for CAT 2024. So he is to a part of it. He is also with you guys. He is also on his way to crack CAT. So he'll be helping you with all the 2 years experience that he has understood from his CAT journey, right? So that is it. This is the whole team that we have. So this is the team we have, and we have got a good introduction. I guess you have understood about everyone, a basic understanding about everyone, their background and stuff. So that is it that we have for induction. So any question and answer, any Q&A, any questions that you have, you can just either unmute and ask. I would suggest unmute and ask any language, Malayalam or English, anything, and I'll clear it out. Or if you're not in a position to unmute, just drop it in the chat box. We are not done with the session. Don't drop off. Any questions that you have from everything that was told? I think a lot of things were told to you guys today. I have covered up a lot of stuffs. So out of this, if you have any doubt, you can just ask me. Or if you don't have doubt, just type no doubt in chat so that I know at least you guys are there listening and you don't have any doubt. Eldo, no doubt. What about others? Unsafe also, no doubt. Ashna, no doubt. It's so great to see that you guys have no doubt. I've told a lot of things today. For last 2 hours, I've been speaking a lot, and I'm glad that you guys have understood everything and don't have any doubts. Okay, fine. So now that you guys do not have any doubt, this is what I had for induction. So I have taken you guys from MBA, from your end point to we have worked our ways back to understanding the whole admission process, understanding CAT, about GDPA and all of it. So this is a journey. This is I wanted this session to be this comprehensive because I wanted you guys to understand what you guys are signing up for. Because a lot of people vaguely they just come for CAT, but they don't understand the end point is MBA and the whole MBA. What is MBA? What do you get from MBA? And how do you get there? So I wanted you to understand the whole journey. So you're starting this journey from here. For another 1 year, you're going to spend entering, getting that admission call, and later on for another 2 years, you're going to take up your MBA journey, and you're going to have a lot of fun there. And after that, you're going to definitely come out and have a very comfortable life. So that is it. This is what I had for induction. So for today, we are not going to have any other class because I feel I have told too much. It is too much for you guys to comprehend. So only the one assignment, one uh, exercise that I had given to you is after this class or whenever you get time today, just take out 15 minutes, sit alone, just think about your strengths, your weaknesses, think about yourself, understand yourself, and then we can proceed with this journey. So before we log off, I just have to tell you guys one thing. One second. Are you guys able to see the screen now? What do you see on screen? Correct. So the first thing that I want you guys before you start your preparation by next week is we'll be launching one. I'll be sharing one link in the group for mock zero. So mock zero is nothing. I have selected one previous year paper and I have put it as a mock test. So you will be giving it as a mock. So this is called mock zero. Don't take it very seriously. Don't take the scores very seriously. Don't get disappointed. The only sole intention of giving mock zero is understanding yourself. So the exercise that I told you, this is going to help you with that. It'll help you understand yourself, your strength areas, whether you're good at VSC, whether you're good at DLR or quantity aptitude. Even if you score in negatives, it is totally fine. Don't get discouraged. Only thing is, I want you to know what it feels like to give CAT. How would those questions be, and what it feels like to sit and give CAT. So take out 2 hours of your time anytime during this week before next Sunday. You don't have anything else to do. We are not giving anything else for this week. This is the only thing that you have. Your effort is going to be for 2 hours. I'm going to share the link in the group and just give it at a stretch. The 2 hours, you cannot stop it in between. So just make sure you don't have anything else. You are ready to give the exam for 2 hours. Sit and give exam for 2 hours. If not, I'm also going to share a mini mock zero, which is going to be a shortened version of this mock zero into 1 hour. Right? So just give it. It'll have questions from across all three. This one in the exact format of CAT. So just give it once and then, but make sure you don't get discouraged. Even if you get in negatives, it's totally fine. We all started from negatives, right? So just give this and let's meet next Sunday. I hope you guys have a clear understanding about the whole process now. I'll be sharing this mock zero link today itself in the group, and whenever you are free before next Sunday, you can give this. So from next Sunday, we'll be having we'll be having our regular sessions, starting off with introducing each section, and we'll start off with the basic stuff from each section, right? Yeah, so that's it for today. Any doubts you can ask. If not, we can wrap up this session here. Before you leave the meet, just at least type bye in the chat box and go, so that I know you guys are leaving. Yeah, 1 second.
So, hi guys. Hi. Like everyone knows me, right? ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ കോളിൽ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ the first thing I have to say is like break the ice. Sir പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ I'll be a first point of contact. Make my life living hell. Like flood my WhatsApp chats with questions and all. I'll help you with that. Okay. So ആദ്യം നമുക്ക് ചെറിയ ചെറിയ സ്റ്റെപ്സ് എടുക്കാം. ഈവൻ ഐ എം പ്രിപ്പയറിംഗ് വിത്ത് യു. ലൈക്ക് ഞാനും 25 CAT എഴുതാൻ പോവാണ്. But we'll prepare it together. Like first of all, get to know each other. Or you study group പോലെ like form it because that helps you a lot. Okay, so meet you next time.
Vocabulary part? No, 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 absolutely not. Even when it comes to VRC, it is you might the most vocabulary related question that you can get in VRC is probably there will be a passage and there will be one word. I mean that passage which they'll pick up in the question that is hardly one question in the whole 24 questions that I'm talking about. They'll ask you in the context of this passage, what was this word trying to convey? Right? So you don't have to maybe if you know, but the effort to the reward ratio is too bad for that. Exactly. So it is. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, CAT generally they do not outright ask you any word meaning. They ask you the meaning of the word in the context of the passage, which you can probably figure out from the context itself. Or if not, the best thing to do is skip that question. Best thing because putting so much of effort into learning so many words and answering one question is not worth it. And as I told you, you just have to answer just 10 questions out of the 24 questions. So you can pick the other questions and do that. And because in this also there is high chances that you might end up scoring negative mark because the options will be so close enough that you will get confused and you will even if you know the word, you'll probably mark the one that is wrong, right? But VRC, the other faculties, they'll be taking care. They'll let you know throughout this session what all you should prepare on. So that's it. So as Anupam was saying, you guys, he'll be getting in touch with you guys this week itself. And Anupam also has an mentoring experience. He has been mentoring a lot of students who. So he has been mentoring in Lakshya. You might have heard Lakshya. So he has been mentoring CA students in quantitative aptitude itself, and now he has joined us. So he'll be mentoring you guys, right? So you guys can once have a session with Anupam this week, sometime this week. He'll give you a call just to talk to you guys and get to know you guys. And throughout this journey, he'll be there with you guys. Yeah. Ex- yeah. So the basic thing about this is CAT is the like the parent exam. It is like at the top, and in terms of number of colleges that accept CAT score, number of all of it, and the other exams like NMAT. So our target, what we are talking, the top 40 to 50 colleges. The exam that you should write for them is NMAT, SNAP, and ZAT. IAFT was a separate exam. Now it's under CAT. So all these exams. So let's say CAT, NMAT, SNAP, ZAT. All four of them have a similar syllabus. So the first part of our journey, that is till the first half of the journey where we learn the concepts, it is going to help you for all the exams. And then during the last 2 months before each exam, you have to tweak that strategy because each of them have a different format. For example, Snap is 120 questions, 120 minute. So it is close to 1 minute per question, but it is very easy. It is at a very easy level. The questions are extremely easy. So there it is about speed. It is a speed game where you should pick extremely easy questions and answer them within 1 minute and solve them. Cat is a different ball game where it is mix of all the type of questions out of which you have to pick easy questions. Then you have to manage your time. Snap is extremely similar to Cat, but the VARC part is slightly tougher in that. So in that, it is the syllabus is and the format is extremely similar, but the only thing is you do not have sectional timing there. You can answer across the sections during the 3 hours. That is how ZAT is, and it has one extra section called decision making, which is a very minor section which we can handle towards the end, right before the exam. And that is a very subjective one also. It's not something that can be taught. It is something that is very subjective. It is something that is intuitional. It's from your intuition, you just have to answer the decision making one. So decision making is going to be, let's say you are the manager of this company and your employee has done this, what are you going to do? That is one type of question in decision making. And the other one is nmat. Nmat is also similar to cat in terms of syllabus. Only thing is, and they keep changing the format year on year, so that can be, they'll notify us before the exam, and based on that we can strategize our attempt. And luckily, Snap and NMAT have multiple attempts where you can give the exam multiple times during the same year. Snap you can give two times, NMAT you can give two to three times, and they'll take the best score out of those two exams. So the pressure of performing to your best during those 2 hours goes down over there. Right, with Snap you can go to good colleges like Symbiosis Pune, SABM Pune, SCM HRD. These are the good colleges there. NMAT you have NMIMS. With that you have XLRI and XIMB, and the remaining all the other colleges are covered under CAT. All the IMs come under CAT, right? So our course, whatever we are going to learn for all of them together. Towards the end we are going to tweak our strategy for them. Anything else, anyone? Thank you, that's it. Any other doubt? Okay, if not, we can wind this session. We can drop off. So let's meet next Sunday. Next Sunday again at 10 a.m. Next Sunday, you will have classes from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll start with each section, with introduction and the basics of each section. So the only thing that you have right now, the exercise is understanding yourself, for which you have to give mock zero and then sit for 15 minutes, talk to yourself and understand yourself. That's it. Yeah. Cool. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.